A truck company has responded following a major traffic disruption in Postmasburg on Thursday, April 2, when a convoy of trucks entered the town during peak hours, causing significant congestion at the Sibilo crossing. The incident drew widespread attention from residents, many of whom described the situation as chaotic and raised concerns about road safety and traffic management. During the incident, several truck drivers engaged with Horizon Media, alleging that the disruption was linked to a salary dispute between themselves and the company. In response to a media inquiry, Autoforce issued the following statement.
The actions of the Autoforce drivers on the 2nd of April are the response of only a few drivers and not an overall feeling from the general drivers in the group. The first information we received regarding the so-called dispute the drivers are referring to was on the 1st of April. The drivers, only a few drivers who had an issue, demanded management must drive through the night to meet the drivers at the mine on the 2nd of April to discuss the issue. It was not possible for the management to do this, and offered to happily meet the drivers on the 3rd at our offices in Port Elizabeth, which the drivers turned down. We have proof hereof. On the 2nd of April, the drivers unlawfully and unauthorized drove the trucks to Postmasburg, deliberately blocking the roads and causing severe congestion. This decision was made by a few drivers and was not authorized by management, which is treated and regarded as an illegal strike action. Drivers who did not want to participate in this action was violently threatened by these few drivers. Again, we have proof hereof. One of the demands was met during the illegal strike action, upon which the trucks started operating again. Another meeting was scheduled for the 7th of April, where the rest of the issues will be discussed and hopefully be addressed. Autoforce has always maintained an open-door policy and welcome any driver to discuss any issue with management. Furthermore, Autoforce condemned the actions taken on the 2nd of April by these few drivers and will not tolerate such behavior in future.
The situation highlights ongoing tensions within the sector, while also raising broader concerns about how labor disputes can directly impact communities such as Postmasburg.
Hi, this is Leslie Renz of Emmanuel Transport. I have been awarded with a Partnership Recognition Award by the Peacework Global Training Institute, and you can read most of my story in the Horizon Media magazine April edition. Thank you.
Die polisie in Postmasburg ondersoek tans 'n saak van strafbare manslag na 'n noodlottige ongeluk op die R385 pad tussen Kolomela en Besoek. 'n 26-jarige man het die afgelope Paasnaweek sy lewe verloor nadat hy glo beheer oor sy voertuig verloor het. Maar hierdie tragedie staan nie alleen nie. In en om Postmasburg neem ongelukke, veral die waarin swaar vragmotors betrokke is, skokkend toe. Inwoners waarsku dat die situasie besig is om by te beheer te raak met daaglikse vragverkeer wat deur die dorp en omliggende paaie vloei. Intussen het die premier van die Noord-Kaap onlangs aangekondig dat groot ekonomiese groei vir die provinsie voorspel word. Maar saam met hierdie groei kom 'n harde realiteit, nog meer vragmotors op paaie wat reeds onder druk is. En die vraag bly, as die huidige probleem in Postmasburg nie eens bestuur kan word nie, wat wag vir die toekoms? Vir baie families in Postmasburg is dit nie net statistiek nie, dit is persoonlik. Geliefdes is reeds verloor in ongelukke waarby vragmotors betrokke was en baie sit steeds met onbeantwoorde vrae. Hoeveel lewens moet nog verlore gaan voordat daar daadwerklik opgetree word?
Die Demokratiese Alliansie het 'n formele regsbeswaar teen 'n voorgestelde RDP behuisingsontwikkelingsplan in De Aar ingedien. Die beswaar hou verband met gedeelte van erwe in Van der Merwestraat waar die voorgestelde ontwikkeling ongeveer 150 meter van die gevestigde Witkruis Arendse broeiplek geleë is. Die broeiplek is reeds vir meer as 30 jaar aktief. Die Witkruis Arend is 'n beskermde en bedreigde spesies. Ingevolge omgewingswetgewing kan enige versteuring van beskermde spesies of hulle habitat sonder behoorlike magtiging 'n oortreding van omgewingswetgewing uitmaak. Dit kan die munisipaliteit en kontrakteurs aan die ernstige regsgevolge, insluitende moontlike strafregtelike aanspreeklikheid blootstel. Die DA doen dus 'n beroep op die Mtangeni munisipaliteit en alle relevante rolspelers, alle beplanning en ontwikkelingsaktiwiteite onmiddellik te staak, 'n ekologiese buffersoon van minstens 1 km rondom die broeiplek af te dwing, volle nakoming van omgewingswetgewing te verseker, insluitende 'n wettige omgewingsimpakstudie, 'n onafhanklike spesialis biodiversiteit en voorstudie te laat uitvoer, die oop grysgroef te beveilig en alle openbare veiligheidsrisiko's aan te spreek en deursigtig en betekenisvolle openbare deelname te verseker.